I just want to take my time out to give my condolences to Tyrone Welch'S family and his mother, who was recently speaking about a situation that happened over the weekend where she seen her son lose his life in the ring. Around the second round, they stopped the fight, and before they was able to stop the fight, he started to lose consciousness. They had to get him out of the ring. Tyrone Welch couldn't really breathe. They had to do CPR. They had someone outside of the ring do CPR on him, and he wasn't able to regain consciousness as the ambulance was coming to the facility they were at. And they were at Gideon, I think that's how you say it. It's Gideon, boxing gym in Saginaw, Michigan. And I'm gonna leave a link for GoFundMe in the description. His mother she's definitely still hurt about this situation, but she wants to be using some kind of affirmative action towards anything that can help save anybody in this situation. The one thing I've heard as far as what his mother was saying was she's really focused on these people being able to have some kind of medical attention ringside or nearby anywhere. They didn't have anything that you could really use to help him out. She said by the time, if he would have stayed alive, it would have been, her son would have still been in a vegetative state because of the fight not being stopped at a certain point. Probably should have stopped in the first round instead of the second round. It's a lot of things that go into play when you have these boxing matches, and that's why the rules is something we have to stick by. You can't play around with certain things. Guys bending the rules. A lot of stuff happens, and I just wanted to put this video out here because this young man, if you can see the pictures that he has, and his mom, they were dedicated to the sport of boxing. Life was around the sport of boxing, surrounded. She spent her Saturday night supporting her son in boxing. A lot of boxers will tell you, a lot of people don't support these fights, whether you're a professional or amateur. And for him to go out here and have this situation happen to him, it's very upsetting, just because, at any kind of sporting event, you always have medical attention nearby, ringside, or not ringside, but even at a football game, they usually always have some paramedics or something nearby. It's always people on standby, usually. Even in a lot of times, you always have medical people on your own staff. I know when I was in school, we always had a medical staff that was there every game that was personally provided. And I know people will say, well, people are not going to just come out here and do events for free. People have to be paid for these things. But when you're in a community, if you have a community of millions of people, and if somebody wants to just come see a boxing match for free, and they're a fan of boxing, and they just happen to be an EMS or a paramedic or anybody with any kind of medical background, that would benefit them to also be there, and it would benefit the people and the boxers, the young men who's putting their life on the line, because it is entertainment when people are coming to see these boxing matches, and people are still making money, and it has other people are still working. So it's a whole system that's going along. We have people who's working concessions and everything else that comes along with these matches. And for him to lose his life like that in the ring is it happens, but when you don't have the proper precautions, and anything can happen in a boxing match, but things have to do better. But I have the GoFundMe up here for Tyrone Welch. Seems like he was going to be a very excellent boxer. He was a very excellent boxer, but he had a future that was very bright, it seems like, in Michigan. He's made a name for himself because every person I've seen said he was a very great man. He had a lot going for himself. He was an amateur boxer. With his mom watching the fight, sticking with him, 22 years old. 22 years old, could be just graduating college, but he out here trying to make a better life for him and his family. And also staying out of the streets, not doing any crime. showing, making an example for his community that you can do better. And for that to happen, very, very sad.